What if a prophet looked into his crystal ball thousands of years ago and saw the end of the world? What if I told you that one man lived through the beginning of humanity and witnessed the fate of the entire planet? His name was Enoch. He is famous for walking with God and having seen the face of the Lord. He also died before death, ascended to the heavens without tasting the cold hand of death. But Enoch is more than just a revered prophet in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He is a mysterious figure shrouded in secrecy and wisdom. The rabbis believed he was a master of Kabbalah, a keeper of secret knowledge. And among Christians, there are those who believe his teachings reveal hidden truths about the apocalypse. To understand Enoch's prophecy, we must first take a journey back to his own book, an ancient text written around 300 BC and excluded from most Bibles. It contains the secrets of his visions of heaven and judgment, which offer a glimpse into the origins of the fallen angels and the fate of mankind. Imagine this. It is the dawn of time, and our world is a pristine paradise. But in the celestial realm, a group of angels known as the Watchers have strayed from their path. These divine beings, once pure and radiant, now tempted by forbidden knowledge, descend from the heavens to the earth. Among them are Shamhazai and Azazel, two prominent figures whose names echo throughout history. As they journey down, they break the laws of God, leaving the sanctity of the celestial realm and setting foot on forbidden ground. Here on earth, these angels encounter human women whom they choose as their partners. The result of these unions are the Nephilim, a race of giants who grow up to be strong and corrupt, bringing violence and injustice to the world. And so God's anger burns brightly against the Watchers and their offspring, the Nephilim, for they have disturbed the balance of the cosmos and corrupted the purity of the earth. A divine judgment is declared, and the world trembles before the coming wrath. In this judgment, Enoch sees the birth of the great flood, a cataclysmic event that will wash away the sins and corruption of the world. It is a vision of immense power and destruction, a deluge that will engulf the earth and cleanse it of its impurities. As the rains fall relentlessly, he watches as the world he knew is swept away, taking with it the giants and the corrupt, leaving only a remnant of righteousness behind. Yet even in this deluge, Enoch discovers a glimmer of hope. He sees the preservation of the righteous, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. Through this, he realizes that not all is lost, that the seeds of goodness will survive the flood, ready to sprout anew in a world reborn. It is through this vision that Enoch gains a deeper understanding of God's justice and mercy. He witnesses the devastating consequences of sin and corruption, but also the boundless compassion and forgiveness offered to those who seek righteousness. However, Enoch's heavenly journey did not end there. After witnessing the flood, he continues his ascent higher and higher until he reaches unimaginable heights. Here he beholds the stars, not as distant points of light, but as celestial beings, each one a unique and majestic creation of God. He gazes upon the moon and the sun, recognizing their divine purpose as celestial bodies that govern the rhythms of the earth. And as he journeys further, he sees the throne of God, a symbol of ultimate power and majesty. This vision reinforces Enoch's faith, reminding him of the absolute sovereignty and glory of the divine. And yet his journey takes him even deeper into the celestial mysteries. He witnesses the presence of angels, not as distant deities, but as messengers of God, each with their own unique task and purpose. This revelation fills him with awe and wonder, deepening his understanding of the divine order and hierarchy of the cosmos. Through these visions, Enoch experiences profound spiritual growth. His understanding of the universe expands, and his faith is strengthened. He returns to earth with a renewed sense of purpose, carrying with him the celestial wisdom he has gained. But his visions do not end here. He also sees a final judgment, a time when evil and corruption will be completely destroyed, giving way to a new era of righteousness and peace. In this vision, he sees the restoration of the righteous, the triumph of good over evil, and the establishment of justice and harmony in the cosmos. This final judgment is not merely a punishment, but a promise of renewal and redemption. It is a beacon of hope that sustains Enoch and those who hear his prophecies. Moreover, Enoch's visions contain a prophecy about the coming of a special messenger, a son of man. This enigmatic figure is destined to bring justice and righteousness to the world. He is a symbol of hope, a divine emissary sent to guide and redeem humanity. Enoch describes this son of man as a righteous king who will reign with wisdom and fairness, ushering in an age of peace and prosperity. However, the path to this messianic age is not without its challenges. Enoch foresees trials and tribulations that will test the faith and resilience of the righteous. Persecutions, false prophets, and temptations will arise, seeking to hinder the progress towards righteousness. Despite these obstacles, the prophecy remains steadfast. The Son of Man will ultimately triumph, vanquishing evil and establishing his kingdom, bringing salvation and liberation to the oppressed. Now, let us delve into the impact of Enoch's visions on early Christian beliefs. His description of the Son of Man had a profound influence on the nascent Christian community. Early Christians saw in his prophecy a prefiguration of Jesus Christ, the messianic figure foretold in the Hebrew Scriptures. They embraced Enoch's vision as a testament to the coming of a righteous king who would bring salvation to humanity. However, the influence of Enochic thought on early Christianity was not limited to the messianic prophecy. His vision of the final judgment served as a powerful reminder of the need for repentance and the urgency of living a righteous life. Early Christians were captivated by his description of the heavenly realms and the celestial order, which expanded their understanding of the divine and the spiritual. They marveled at his depiction of the stars as heavenly beings and the throne of God as a symbol of ultimate majesty. Moreover, Enoch's vision of the Watchers and the Nephilim resonated with early Christians, offering an explanation for the origins of evil and suffering in the world. They saw in the rebellion of the Watchers a parallel to the fall of Satan and his demons, and in the Nephilim an embodiment of the forces of darkness that opposed the children of light. These Enochic themes found expression in early Christian art and literature, often depicting fallen angels, heavenly realms, and scenes from the apocalypse. The influence of Enoch on early Christianity is evident in the writings of church fathers such as Irenaeus and Justin Martyr, who incorporated Enochic ideas into their theological works. Overall, Enoch's book made a significant contribution to the development of early Christian thought, shaping their eschatology, angelology, and understanding of the spiritual world. Lastly, let us explore the lasting legacy of Enoch's writings on apocalyptic thought. Even though Enoch's book was excluded from most Bibles, its influence on apocalyptic literature and theology proved to be profound. His vivid descriptions of the final judgment, the heavenly realms, and the battle between good and evil inspired countless writers and thinkers throughout history. The image of the Son of Man as a righteous king continued to resonate with believers, influencing the development of messianic expectations in various religious traditions. Moreover, Enoch, as exploration of the origins of evil through the story of the Watchers, provided a compelling narrative for understanding the sources of suffering and corruption in the world. His writings offered a framework for interpreting the struggle between the forces of light and darkness, shaping apocalyptic imagery and symbolism across cultures. Even today, Enoch's book continues to captivate readers with its vivid descriptions and profound theological insights. Its influence can be seen in modern apocalyptic literature, films, and art, which draw upon Enoch's rich tapestry of celestial beings, heavenly realms, and prophetic visions. Moreover, Enoch's teachings raise timeless questions about justice, predestination, and the nature of evil, inviting readers to contemplate the deepest mysteries of the human condition. Finally, we come to the most intriguing aspect of Enoch's story, the question of his own fate. Unlike any other prophet, Enoch did not die. He was taken directly from earth to heaven by God, disappearing from human sight without tasting death. This miraculous ascension has fueled speculation and wonder throughout history, leading to various interpretations and beliefs. One tradition holds that Enoch was transformed into the angel Metatron, the scribe of heaven. Metatron is often depicted as the intermediary between the divine and the human, a celestial scribe who records the deeds of humanity and serves as a messenger between heaven and earth. The idea that Enoch became Metatron is rooted in Jewish mystical texts, such as the Book of the Secret, which narrate the transformation of Enoch into a divine scribe. This belief adds a layer of mystery to Metatron's identity, suggesting that he was once a human being who achieved a higher state of existence. However, the exact nature of this transformation and the connection between Enoch and Metatron remain subjects of ongoing theological and mystical exploration. In conclusion, the prophet Enoch offers a captivating journey into the realm of ancient prophecy, celestial wisdom, and the mysteries of the divine. His visions of heaven and judgment, as recorded in the Book of Enoch, continue to fascinate and inspire awe. Whether viewed as a prophet, a sage, or a celestial traveler, Enoch's legacy endures, reminding us of the timeless human quest for understanding the divine and our place in the cosmos. Was Enoch's vision of prophecy already fulfilled, or is it a warning still waiting to be unsealed? You decide in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.